Cheerleading is a sport that demands discipline, consistency, teamwork, personal responsibility, creativity, and sacrifice. These are abilities that assure a successful life. In the attempt to grasp the essence of the sport, we must place ourselves in the shoes of a real-life cheerleader. A team, a masterpiece, and a family are born. As the unforgiving crowd roars, one's heart beats. Skills are put to the test. For 2.5 minutes, I'd advise you better not blink, or you will miss what the blue man has to offer. Undisputed champions of the world, What a beautiful tradition we can't lose. Today, we will be grasping the essence of the competitive cheerleading sport, as well as understanding its importance in our society. In order to find the solutions for the temporal termination of competitive cheerleading in Muskogee County, we must first identify the problem. Our main concern right now is bringing competitive cheerleading back into Muskogee County middle schools. We have lost this great tradition thanks to the lack of coaching volunteers, since the past coaches demanded to get paid for their time and efforts. The first solution for the problem is bringing coaching back into the school's budget. Steps to reach this are very simple. The school budget needs to separate an amount for coaching fees. One must validate the importance of other funds the school may be burning up. This way, one may decide to cut one or more activities that are less important than the sponsorship of coaching fees for the competitive cheerleading program. The pros to this solution will allow the coaches that have experience and collegiate knowledge to continue building a strong base for future high school teams. Structure, which is based on physical development as well as sportsmanship skills needed by the young athletes. In other words, things would be back to the way they were. Cons of this solution would be that it costs money to pay for experience of certified teachers and coaches. This may affect other expenses that may seem inefficient when we compare them to competitive cheerleading. My second solution for this problem is turning all-star cheerleading into a public sport. We need to promote private cheerleading as a public merge between middle school and private cheerleading training centers. This will allow athletes of low-income families to be trained at young ages, just such as upper-income families are able to do with their children. With aid and government support, this will be possible. The steps to reach this goal are simple. The local cheerleading community, as well as the coaches with support of its administrators, have to create a project that is presented in front of the Bureau of Education to prove the need and harms that the lack of cheerleading is doing to our youth. This project will recollect attention as well as funds to sponsor any kind of change needed in our school. Pros of this solution are that young athletes of low-income families will have the same chances as those who can afford to pay for all the all-star cheerleading experience and training. Cheerleaders would no longer have to be coached by teachers that are trained strictly for educational issues. Instead, they would be trained by high-quality instructors of cheerleading. This will help the high school circuit to keep its progression of skill level. The cons of this solution is that it will not be free. The third solution for the problem is allowing coaching to become a volunteer opportunity for college cheerleaders. Many times, a college cheerleader knows more about the sport than a teacher whose specialty is an educational field. In the long run, this could be a very positive thought. The pros to this solution is that it will be free. It will also allow college cheerleaders to have an entryway into the business and the sports circuit, as well as being a learning experience for all of us. The cons of this solution is that the level of coaching may decline since less experience will be mastered by the college students. College students will have to learn as they go. This may not be the most professional option, but it's free, and money is what we lack the most. The beauty of the sport is that no matter how many times we fail in our attempts, we do not fail until we quit. Therefore, success is the only option for those who believe in the lifestyle. No doubts, no fear. This motto is what will keep us pushing until competitive cheerleading is back into our house.